What's up? It's Mike Brown. Today is Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. Hope everyone had a great week. Last week I talked about riding waves of goodness and enjoying those moments and breathing it in and appreciating when there's even small things that are happening in your life that are good, but appreciating them and riding that wave of goodness whenever it comes. But I also talked about watching out for megaphones, those life megaphones that can come at you as you ride those waves of goodness. So hopefully you watched out for the megaphones. As I look at this past week, it's always interesting to me because when I say these messages, my whole goal for them is to hopefully inspire one person, hopefully impact one person's life. That was my initial goal. I've come to learn that I'm one of the people that I'm trying to inspire, and so now my goal is really two. But when I tell you that these messages are for me just as much as they are for you, I really mean it. I had a couple megaphones come my way this past week, and I'll tell you, without this past message that I did, I'm not sure how I would have responded to them, right? There's someone who mentioned to me last week that I seem to have it all together, that I seem to always, just have it going. I'm just like, no, it's completely opposite of that. I have nothing together, okay? I have daily struggles. I have lots of demons that I battle each and every day. But I do try to attack things with the positive and growth mindset, if you will. And I try to respond to things with something positive or in a positive way. And I needed to really practice that this past week. Again, it was just a little mini megaphone, I'll call it. And one of my tendencies when someone says something to me that isn't true or that I don't necessarily agree with, one of my tendencies is to get very defensive. And I'll tell y'all, I had something where I got something sent to me and I was about to like snap and go off and pop off. And really, I was just going to be defensive. And I was reminded by my beautiful wife from a note that I penned, a reflection that I wrote in my blog. It was about setting off detonators. And I had to ask myself, is my response a detonator that's causing harm or pain? Or is my response a detonator that's aligned with what I call fruits of the Holy Spirit bombs? And I really had to take a step back and go to sleep. I had to sleep on it because I wasn't in the right place. I wasn't in the right mindset. And I wasn't about to set off any detonators of love that I should have. And so I slept on it. And the next day I woke up refreshed. And then I set off, of course, a detonator of love. I had more empathy. And the thing that helped me is that I slept on it. And sometimes as we think about things that are going on in your life, you may want to respond quick. You may want to respond and pop off on somebody. But it definitely helps sometimes to just take the time you need to pause. And in many cases, in my case, sleeping on some stuff really helps. And it just changes the whole dynamic of the situation when you do it that way. At least that's how it's been for me as I've attacked things as they come at me in my life. So that's kind of my encouragement for you as you approach this week ahead. Sometimes you got to pause and just continue to try to come at things with a positive spirit, with a growth mindset as you tackle new things, and really just in some cases sleep on things and wake up the next morning with a refreshed mind and give some thought to how you want to respond to things. Look, the wave of goodness is still rolling. Just so you know, real quick, my mom is here. So excited. I have my cousin, or my nephew rather, sorry, who just finished up A school in the Navy, so I'm super excited for him. And congrats to all the graduates. This is graduation season. A number of graduates that are finishing up different levels, and just kudos to all of them. Anyhow, sleep on some things, but congrats to all the graduates, and hope everyone has a great week ahead. God bless. Take care.